Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, coming back with some more Star Wars lore drop reactions. I'm watching the Journals of Master Gnost-Dural, and this is episode 6? 5? Where are we in the timeline? This is number 6, and it is called The Onslaught of the Sith Empire. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Centuries after being driven into exile, the Sith Empire returned from deep space to launch the most calculated military asset in Republic history. A gladiator named Mandalore, played by Russell Crowe. Strategically revealing its attack in a menacing manner, the Sith struck fear into the hearts of the Republic's defenders, even when orchestrating surprise attacks at carefully targeted locations across the galaxy. When the Republic fleet rushed to respond, they discovered the Sith had established puppet governments on several planets in the Outer Rim. Surrounded by enemies and traitors, the Republic fleet was forced to scatter, allowing the Sith Empire to sweep through most of the Outer Rim without further challenge. The Empire's initial victories put the Republic at a disadvantage for the duration of the war. I mean, if you've got a strong start and you've got the element of surprise and you can get them on a back foot early, like, it's so Sith too, right? The aggression. Like how much of a rush their strategy was. It really is informed by, like, the Emperor's own doctrine. You know, it governs all things, including how they run their war. Let's do it. Let's check out the Onslaught of the Sith Empire. Star Wars: The Old Republic Timeline, episode number 6, The Onslaught of the Sith Empire. Let's do it!
The onslaught of the Sith Empire was an event unlike any other in the history of the Republic. The Sith materialized from nowhere and launched an offensive of colossal proportions. Horrifying
it's like the biggest blitz attack in galactic history.
The utter destruction of the Republic. The rapid onset of galaxy-wide terror and panic was part of the Sith Emperor's meticulous calculations. His plan was flawless. Sith battlecruisers first appeared on the fringes of the Tingle Arm. Unaware of the ship's origins, we dispatched a diplomatic convoy with a small starfighter escort.
Oh, you fools.
The Emperor wanted us to witness the full might of his forces before he attacked. The diplomats had just enough time to transmit images back. Then they were annihilated.
Damn.
Immediately thereafter, the Sith began a full assault on the Republic.
Sucks to be the diplomat sent on that mission, man.
Which fell before the Republic fleet even arrived. Then our allies turned on us. The Sith had secretly established puppet governments on Belkanon, Serpenal, and Ruria.
Cernpadal, nice.
Suddenly found itself in enemy territory, fighting desperately on all sides. The Republic rallied every available ship to support the fleet, leaving only a handful of Jedi security ships to patrol Korriban. Regrettably, Korriban fell back into the enemy's hands without the Jedi Council even knowing about it.
That's so insane that they were able to reclaim their homeworld and the Council didn't even know.
To avoid complete annihilation.
I still want to know where the Sith were before they re-emerged in the Tingle Arm. Like, where did these ships get built?
Destroying our shipyards in the Sluy sector.
Kuat, no!
Blockading the Rimma trade route, and seizing control of the rich resources of the Minos cluster. Confused and in complete disarray.
They moved so swiftly, and they were so efficient, and they disabled so many important things so early in the war.
Republic leaders and members of the Jedi Council arranged an emergency meeting in the Senate to prioritize the galaxy's defense.
Way too late, guys. They've been planning this for so long.
Irate senators stormed out in protest over decisions which left their representative sectors exposed to attack. Many of the Republic's diplomatic allies refused military support for the greater cause.
Ithorians have webbed fingers? Have I never known that?
This was perhaps the greatest genius of the Emperor's plot. He had turned the Republic against itself.
Sowing discord among the enemy. Yep.
While the Republic played politics,
it's a much more
the
pervasive
Emperor used
way to
the time to reconfigure his forces for the long push into the galactic core. All might have been lost in those early years had individual Jedi masters and Republic military leaders waited for the Senate's orders.
Goddamn hero.
By taking matters into their own hands, they managed to slow the Empire's advances. The attack of the Sith Empire was the most well-orchestrated and carefully coordinated military maneuver in the galaxy's history.
I mean, it sounds like it. such a swift, like, multi-pronged attack, and the Republic was just hobbled immediately. Yeah, these are getting better and better. I still am so fascinated and curious about the Sith and where it was that they were hiding for all that time. You know, 300 years. Where did they spend that time? Clearly not on Korriban. Clearly not anywhere that they've currently taken over. Also, the Tingle Arm up there in like the north part of the galaxy map. That's where the Imperial fleet gets established. You know, that's what they're referring to here. They're really just like explaining to us why the galaxy map is set up the way that it is. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that the way that they're giving us the exposition. I'm sure I'm going to learn further in these journals more about the Sith and where they were, but yeah, I'm very intrigued by that so far. And also just like, you know, I hate to say it, but like I'm so impressed with the Sith military action. Like it was so well coordinated. It was so efficient. It took the Republic by absolute surprise. And God, if that's not history repeating itself. Like, what is up with the Republic and getting blindsided by, like, big evil regimes? Oh, man. These are really fun. I can't wait to read the next one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews. Leave me a comment if you have a question or something to say, or if you want to point something out about the Star Wars lore. I've played all of the classes at this point in the Old Republic, but there's still so many things that I'm learning for the first time. Like, man, this game is so deep. It has so many layers. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And as always, may the Force be with you.